Hey, it's Jeff Salzenstein here, founder of Tennis Evolution, former top 100 ATP player and USTA high performance coach, and we're here with another case study, more point play, where you can actually learn how to play the game. And this is so critical. We're getting great feedback on these videos, and we're going to continue to do them. Now, in this video, we're going to talk about a forehand error that's missed that could have easily been avoided with the right focus. But before we get to that forehand mistake, I'm going to show you some other things in this point as a little bonus, because I always like to over-deliver. Now, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give us a thumbs up and be sure you're subscribed and your notifications are turned on so that you can be updated on all the latest video releases that we have here at Tennis Evolution. Let's get into this video right now. So we've got two very high-level players. They're going to play high-level college tennis, pro tennis. These are some of the best juniors in the world at the time of this video. And what we want to do is we want to look at this point. First of all, I'll just point out, I think this player right here needs a lot of work on his serve. So for him to play top 100, top 50 tennis, he's going to have to do some work on his serve. He's going to have to elbow the enemy with more shoulder turn. I can already tell he's got a curve in the low back. We call this an S curve at Racket Fit, where I teach certifications to help bridge the gap between how the body works and how technique works. So this is a limitation, but he's able to make do because the rest of his game is pretty solid. Looks like he doesn't have a great racket drop there either. So I'm thinking there's some shoulder mobility, some hip mobility with this player. But he's not a player that's going to rely on his serve to win matches. Now, I like this return of serve. And remember, we're going to be talking about the forehand that's missed at the end of this point, but I like this return of serve. I think he could have gotten his body weight going forward more, but I like how he catches the racket there. That's beautiful. But I would have liked to see the body weight transfer forward more on that shot. All right, so that's a great first ball after the return. The returner did his job. Look how deep this ball comes back, and look how well this player absorbs the pace and plays defense and lets his body just move back behind the baseline. Great job getting that ball down the middle. Right here, this backhand, great job coming up, lasering that ball through the middle of the court. So they're playing this point through the middle of the court. This is something a lot of club players and even junior players that aren't as experienced, they make this mistake. They try to play to the sidelines too early. Great job by both players playing through the middle. Great job by this player going to the slice right here and slicing it through the middle of the court. Lots of side spin on that ball. You can see if you look at the technique here, he goes two-handed slice and then lets go, but look at how he comes across his body. It's not normally how the slice is taught, but I like it because it's got side spin and it's tricky. Now, this is the forehand in question that's missed. Let's watch this in real time. Okay, see how he mishits that forehand. So we're going to go over the ways, the mistakes that are made here, and we're going to see how this could be improved going forward. So first of all, a big backswing here. You see how far back the racket? That's going to have to be corrected at the next level, okay? Now, right here, it looks like he's a little jammed, and watch how his body rotates. See how it rotates there? So he's on his front foot, and then he really rotates and spins and rotates his body, and he's just off balance when he makes this mistake. Now, what would happen if Roger Federer or Pete Sampras had this same slice right ball? I mean, right, if they had this slice ball to deal with. So first of all, this ball lands just behind the service line. Roger Federer would use a lift and land footwork pattern. He would come up to that ball, he would hop off his front foot and come forward for an approach shot. So the footwork, this player gets grounded and he spins his body around like this instead of lifting off of the ground on the front foot. So the whole approach to this ball and the footwork is totally off. Now, my rule of thumb on a slice ball low to the forehand is to use a buggy whip finish. That's going to allow the player to get outside the ball and hook it. You can see where his racket goes around and down, and the ball just clumps down into the net. We want to see this racket go up above the head, a la Nadal. Sampras does it, Federer does it. The racket's going to go above the hand with a buggy whip finish. And so also, finally, shot selection with location. He could have easily hit this ball with angle with a buggy whip finish and hooked him off the court. Now, that's the last thing that I brought up because it's not a mistake that he went down the line. The mistake is that he used the incorrect footwork and he used the incorrect follow-through on the finish. And by using a buggy whip and using a lift and land, he could have made this shot. Like I said, the third option would have been, the third concept would have been go with an angle here to get outside the ball and hook it off the court. So that's my synopsis of why this forehand was missed. For you, if you're dealing with slow slice to your forehand and you're in this position, you want to try to use a lift and land where you get off the front foot. But even if you don't use that footwork pattern, use a buggy whip finish. I've got that in one of my courses. We've got tips galore at Tennis Evolution. I hope you enjoyed this video and it provided plenty of value for you. And it just gave you a different way of looking at point play and this particular forehand that was missed. So again, hope you enjoyed this video. Thumbs up, give us one of those, subscribe to the channel, and notifications turned on. Also, if you want to learn the secrets to the forehand, we have a free gift that we want to give you. Click the link in the description below because we're going to reveal 3 myths of the forehand, and you don't want to be making the mistakes that a lot of players are making. Click the link below or somewhere in this video, and we'll get you those 3 myths of the forehand. Thanks so much.